Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Watashi wa Mr.Mac desu. So desu ka? May I have the melon?
Yes, go ahead.
Go ahead.
You're gonna have the strawberry?
Yes.
Okay, I guess
You're
I'll
gonna have the one that I dropped in the store.
Yeah, so Phineas dropped a...
Yeah. See, he gets the one that he dropped.
Watashi wa melon o nomiru. That was terrible.
I
Yeah, it sounded just like that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, so close.
Oh yeah, when we were in the store, we saw this strange thing. There's this little kid with a whole thing of butter, and she just throws it on the ground.
I love it.
I have a very zoomed in version of that on my.
You recorded it?
Yes.
Of the kid throwing butter?
Yes.
Did you go like, hey kid, we need a clean take of this? Can you throw some more butter?
I don't think I got the kid, but I definitely zoomed in on the butter.
Good.
I've never seen a kid
Okay,
do
so welcome to trying to open up.
ダックスサチマグに久とグリーチャーズ
that. A ton of videos of various movie scenes being read out by the Japanese Google Translate voice.
オンリーダクスキャントルーリーパシーブリアラティグロリアスダックス
Why does that have 500,000 views?
Because it's oh, you have the Bustin thing as well. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh, that's classic.
Wait. No, it's in the video suggestion.
They keep recommending it to me, I guess.
Oh,
It's good.
How did I get there?
Oh, where's the tab with the
Where'd the
YouTube?
tab with? I guess I closed it.
Rest in peace. Just like
Well, let's go back to ducks.
Ducks.
Glorious ducks. Or
Ducks.
See if it suggests again. Oh yeah, there it is.
yeah, there it is. It's the
This?
face. Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. Neil Cicerega or whatever that guy's name is. He does. Do you guys know his work? The Neil dude. How do you open these, by the way?
Oh, okay. You use.
Oh, that's what this is.
Yeah.
Well, you have
break
to-
the little thing out
you
in
have
the
to
middle,
take this
and you
thing.
just press it down.
This is.
I'm not ready to move to Japan, guys. They make you do this when you have your passport. They're like, now.
Can you open
Can you open
ramen?
this? Yeah.
Or
It's a
ramen.
test.
That's good.
How do you do this?
Oh, okay, you
help.
You push it through.
Oh, that's
Oh, I
clever.
screwed. Okay,
Oh,
there we go.
okay.
So you push it through and it you like.
Yes,
use
and
it as a-
then you like pop
use
that
it-
thing down,
You
right?
use it as a weird cork.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of these on the top of my desk, even though it technically counts as like. Whew. And then when you open it up, it has a little. I like how you really never had ramen before.
I guess not.
It's very fun.
Yeah, no, I think I had this in Japan, and I had to get someone on the street to help me. Well, cheers, guys.
Welcome to the podcast,
Right.
where we drink ramen and have fun.
So this Neil dude, someday I hope someone writes a book on him, because he has been like doing internet stuff since the early 2000s, and everything he does is different every couple of years. Like, he reinvents himself, and it always becomes this huge thing. So he's doing the mashup stuff right now.
Yeah.
Like mouth sounds and I think mouth moods or something are his big mashup
Like
albums.
acapella or something?
No, it's well, he uses All Star a lot, so he's one of those guys. Yeah. But he did like Harry Potter Puppet Pals before that.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It was one of his things. And he did this.
He did Puppet Pals? Really?
Yeah, I think so. And he did like this insane nonsense Flash animation when those were like the funniest things in the world. Let's see what we can find here.
Oh, I know a Flash.
So we have Potter Puppet Pals. His big, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but Hayajuichi or whatever was his big hit in 2001.
I wasn't even born then.
Yeah, it was a glorious thing for an 11-year-old Mr. McIlvaney. Lemon Demon, the mashup albums, and I guess he's working on a point-and-click game right now. So yeah,
I'm honestly, I think might buy it maybe if I find out what it is.
Yeah, I like point-and-click. I like this Neil guy.
See, the thing with I guess content creators video games, they turn out to be really odd.
Oh yeah.
The creators of video games?
Well, no. Like, okay,
Like when these guys transfer their skills into a video game.
Yeah.
Okay, give me an example. I don't know this world.
Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator.
I had to play through that to get a game.
I saw that floating around. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was my mom. She bought it, right? And I wanted to get a game, and she offered to get it for me, for completely free if I did a whole playthrough of the game.
And did you?
Yeah, I blasted through it in about 4 hours.
So what daddy did you wind up with?
Daddy.
Is that?
I mean, you're not wrong. It was like the fat one with the beard. I can't remember his name.
My dad. Cool. It's great. How's he doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, I hear it's like all right, but a lot of people were disappointed by it. I don't know.
It was weird.
Like, that's just kind
Well,
of...
what did they expect from Dream Dad dating sim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't as good as Alpaca dating simulator. Whatever.
Amazing.
Had a full boyfriend, the one where you date birds.
Is that a real one? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to do an intro? Do you have a thing? Should you do a thing?
Chicken yokoso. It's like
Solo Deska.
Mi no habla español.
okay.
What is this, episode 806?
Yeah.
Getting there.
Getting there? Okay.
Let me check if I actually pronounced that right.
Really make sure you offended someone correctly.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Okay. Close enough.
I'll always wonder. I'm gonna be ignorant on this one, so no one can yell at me. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, I'm done with my Japanese.
Great.
Because I'm terrible at it. Mm-hmm. And also I'm trying to learn Spanish.
Yes. How's that going? Come see, come saw. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Is that French?
That's French.
Mi llama por qué?
My name is
Toki
why.
Doki.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, speaking of Doki Doki,
That's not what I was talking about, but go ahead.
there's a game that came out called Doki Doki
Literature Club. Okay. Yeah, explain this to me.
So, spoilers for Doki Doki Literature Club.
Uh-huh.
It's your basic visual novel for like the first half of the game.
Okay.
But then
Which I've never done in my entire life. A visual novel? No, I've never done
It's
that.
weird, but
Okay.
it's interesting.
Are they sort of like a choose your own adventure thing? Can you like hit
it's-
some
depends on
paths?
the game.
Okay.
It's yeah.
It's essentially a game with no gameplay.
Got it.
If that's
Since it's like a visual novel dating sim, you sometimes get like the odd choice.
Okay.
Like dialogue and
Yeah.
such.
Yeah.
But then you realize halfway through why the game has the psychological horror tag on Steam.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
like horror doesn't even justify.
Really?
It's like terror.
Now, I was, because my main YouTube dude, even though it's like 50 people, but the Siva Gunner channel that does all those weird remixes and stuff, even though they don't label them as remixes, they're obsessed with the theme song to that game, and it keeps popping up in all these things.
Wait,
and
didn't they end that?
like 4 times. It just keeps coming back.
They're for every time that Kojima says Metal Gear is over,
Sure.
they end their series as well.
Yeah.
Which has been like 9 times.
Every time Miyazaki retires, every time the Rolling Stones say it's their last tour. Yeah, same thing. And so I don't know anything about it other than the title screen, and I'm like, oh, is there actually a game out here where I can just analyze literature and like have a fun book club?
Okay, so
But I guess that's not what's going on.
Oh yeah, not at all.
Okay.
no. It's kind of meta in a sense.
I haven't played it. So.
Is it deconstructing like visual novel?
Like
games?
it's okay, spoilers.
Yeah.
It knows itself.
Okay.
So
The game is aware of its own existence.
Yes.
Interesting.
So what I was told when I was playing this game is keep the game files open.
Interesting.
So because things change in the game files that they don't really give you clues, but to progress the story at one point, you actually have to go into the game files and delete a character.
Oh, okay.
Which is very...
Like Sonic Dreams. Did you ever see that thing?
No.
That was another... Oh, look that one up sometime. Or better yet, don't. But that was another one where you had to like hack into the game to see everything.
Sonic Adventures Director's Cut. Have you seen that?
Sonic Adventures Director's Cut. I don't think so.
It was a game with a terrifying theme song.
Speaking of Sonic, me and Max and Ethan, we found a Flash animation on Games, Newgrounds.
Oh.
It was Sonic's funeral. And
Mario was there?
Did they do it like straight, like a real somber?
Yeah. It was super bizarre because it was on the front page.
Someone is there wearing too large of a hat. Someone gives a real rambling eulogy. Yeah, I'd be into that.
Was her spoken dialogue in that animation?
No, but there was like crying. It was really bizarre.
Yeah. Tails actually went up to his grave
and started crying. And was like, what? Why would you make this?
Yeah, I mean, I thought death didn't really exist in video games.
Yeah, it was kind of just, die and just back in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you get crushed by spikes, you're back in like 3 seconds. But if you have pneumonia, then yes, Sonic will die from that.
Yes.
There was a comic that I saw. It was just like, Mario going through his entire life having like a child with Peach, and it's just like he dies, and then it's like World 1, 3 lives, and it was just
good.
like, what the heck? What?
Man. Have you heard the rumblings of the Mario movie that's kicking around?
Is that an actual...
Are they making a remake of the Super
No.
Mario Bros. Movie?
Well, not that weird Blade Runner one. Yeah.
Blade Runner 2049.
How dare you say that? Blade Runner copied the Super Mario movie.
I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard it's like a really good representation of like film noir.
I'm not a film noir expert, but it's definitely inspired by those things. Yeah. I love both Blade Runner movies. I thought the new one was excellent.
I watched the old one, but I didn't really...
It's slow. It's
I
a slow
I watched
one.
it when I was really young, and I was very into like action and...
Yes. So that is a science fiction movie in which Harrison Ford does not do a single cool thing. And the thing that people most love about that movie is how tired it makes them feel when they watch it. So those are not things that you associate with like a fun Harrison Ford sci-fi adventure.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's you really got to adjust your expectations when you watch that movie.
Well, yeah, you gotta adjust your expectations because the best sci-fi action movie that Harrison Ford has done is the Star Wars Christmas special.
Of course.
Doesn't he have like a talk with Chewbacca about how important family is?
Yeah,
And then he like promptly leaves the movie after that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Speaking of Star Wars, I wanted to bring up...
We're all over the map with topics right now.
Yeah,
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, so
Rambling. It's
this is how conversation
Like
goes.
an essay, I would give a 3.5 out of 6 to. We are all over the place right now. That's okay. It's a podcast.
This is podcast. In our original E3 podcast that we did, like...
The Lost episode. Is that what we're calling it?
Whoa, what's happening outside?
fight.
We're surrounded.
Okay, I think someone heard me.
Someone's gonna fall through a ceiling tile any second now.
I talked about how I was excited for Battlefront 2 and like...
Oh boy, yeah.
Oh yeah.
There was a
Lot of
whole
controversy.
controversy about that.
The most downvoted Reddit comment in history, right? Was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
EA? Yeah, I heard about that.
And they're still going on. They're still saying the dumbest things ever. I'm pretty sure it's really easy to find the...
Every wall is rickety in this room, and it's gonna collapse any minute.
Oh, that's worrying.
Yeah, our final words will be recorded, and they will be about EA.
Nice.
Oh, God.
Is
And
this
it
an
will be
omen?
posted. It will be like a curse to mixtape that you like find in the attic.
Good.
Okay,
Someone
so
will go through the process of taking this file and converting it to cassette tape, and then hiding it in someone's
no,
attic.
it will already be a cassette tape.
Bury
Okay.
it in a
Like,
shallow grave in the
technology will-
woods.
That's right.
Technology will somehow like reverse
Yeah, technology is cyclical, as we know.
Yes.
What is happening behind that?
There's like a weight room and wrestling room that I share a wall with.
So I just imagine like someone in the other room is like, like the classic like
punching bags of worms. I go for the wall.
yeah.
in in sometimes fight scenes like the main character like pushes the guy up against a wall and is like banging on him.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I imagine's happening.
Oh,
in
I
this
expect
room.
someone to come through this wall at some point while I'm teaching, and they'll just like very politely brush themselves off.
Walk
So
back
sorry.
in.
Go back through.
fix the wall.
That's right. And then like go through the whiteboard next or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's two walls.
I'll draw on a horse on the whiteboard for some reason. Their head will go through the horse head, and we'll have a good laugh. I wake up every day. I come into my classroom. I draw a horse on the board. I leave it there all day just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah. It still hasn't happened.
Okay, back to Battlefront.
Yeah.
It's a very bittersweet experience
Yeah.
In what way?
because it's like underneath all the crap, all the
Microtransactions? Like,
All
isn't
the-
that what people are most upset about?
yeah, which it's not even that bad.
Yeah.
Like you can unlock pretty much everything through grind, and I'm pretty used to grindy games.
Right.
I'm very used to them.
I think it's a little bit different if you have a job in the sense that's like this job takes up my whole life. And I don't have 80 hours to kill just to unlock Darth Vader or something like that.
Yeah, but that was the entire point of loot boxes to begin with.
Right, but wasn't there an option where you can pay to have them immediately or something?
Oh, yeah,
Wasn't
the-
that the controversy?
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
pay.
so that's like lame that they would
And
make
also,
you
they
do that.
originally
Yeah.
promised there would be no microtransactions whatsoever.
Oh,
no,
really?
what they promised there'd be no DLC is what they promised.
Oh.
Like all the DLC would just be like, here's some content.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
and
great.
EA is EA, and it has to make money, more money somehow.
Do they,
They've
though?
dropped.
Do they?
They've dropped 3 million in stocks.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I played a EA published game or anything like that.
It's kind of bittersweet. It's very bittersweet. In fact, it's like underneath everything, there's a solid game that could
Sure.
be fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If they just took like the leveling system and stuff from the original like EA Battlefront and like
Just transport it over.
and
Yeah.
like put it in there and just like, hey, here's the game.
That was the last 1998 was the last EA game I played.
for Speed
Need for
3?
Speed 3 Hot Pursuit. It was good. It was
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Oh, it looks pretty good by rating.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't hold up that well, but
Yeah.
Don't even get me
Oh,
started.
those graphics. Oh, beautiful.
Don't
those,
even get
those were pretty impressive at the time.
don't even get me started on games that don't really hold up.
But the thing.
It seems like you want to get started on that.
I don't want to
oh,
though.
Okay.
Because my opinion is that Super Mario 64 is like hot garbage with the N64 controller, but
Well, I think the N64 controller brings down pretty much every game on that
Yeah.
console. Yeah.
yeah,
Which is my concern if they do an N64 Classic. We gotta talk about the Super Nintendo Classic.
Oh,
shortly.
did you? I need to ask. Did you have more Odyssey?
I do have Mario Odyssey. Yes.
Yes.
All I've played since I last talked to you guys is Mario Odyssey and the Super Nintendo Classic. That's about
Oh, nice.
all I have for gaming experience. But the N64 Classic, like if they were to do that, do you go for nostalgia and have like the controller replicated perfectly, or do you take this as an opportunity to actually fix it so it actually feels better on your fingers? Because if they release,
They're gonna release.
I think they will, because these are a real cash grab.
What they're probably gonna release.
nostalgia
is
market's huge.
Mario 64, probably some form of Kirby game.
Kirby 64 probably, Mario Kart 64. Yeah, I did a list with my brother not that long ago.
Zelda.
Well, yeah, the thing is,
Crap fest.
Force Awakens.
I want to talk about Star Wars a bit later. So
Okay. The stuff I love on the N64, I love. I think there's some stuff that still holds up really nicely. But most of the games on that system were first or second party games. Like it was Nintendo or one of their kind of offshoots doing things. There wasn't a lot of third-party stuff like Capcom, Square,
They've all transported
Konami.
to-
Yeah, like those were huge, awesome companies for Nintendo with the Super Nintendo and the original Nintendo. Then they kind of went off to the PlayStation, did some really good work over there.
Metal Gear Solid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if you do an N64 Classic, it's just going to be a bunch of first-party stuff. It's like, yeah, that stuff's good, but it wouldn't quite have the same variety as well.
Okay.
And most of those N64 games, too, that would get released on that wouldn't even use that horrible left, D-pad that was on the N64 controller that like 2.5 games used.
What's the other half a game?
Sometimes you would use it in like a wrestling game I played once. Like this half, no one ever used that. Yeah.
I still don't see the point in having the 3 prongs.
Well, this is
This is all they knew, the D-pad for 10 years or so. It's like, well, designers are probably going to use that, and then everyone's like, no, 3D's amazing, control sticks, let's go. PlayStation had a much better design.
Oh yeah.
PlayStation original.
It's basically a Super Nintendo controller, the original PlayStation controller.
Yeah.
But and on the you can't see this anymore unless you like really dig deep on eBay. But the original box for the N64 controller is like 3 ways to hold it. It's like this, like this, or like this. So you had a thumb, your right thumb on the control stick, and your left hand on the D-pad. Like, what possible game would ever control like
You see,
that?
to click all the other buttons, it's for people who have really long thumbs.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, it was a garbage controller, but
Oh, yeah.
there's still stuff I love on that system.
I got an emulator, and yes, I do have Mario 64.
Okay.
It's fine. I played it with the
I
controller
think it
and
holds up. As someone who played, Mario games more or less sequentially, I think it holds up better than Super Mario Sunshine.
I really like Super Mario.
I like Sunshine too, but there are some weird design choices in that game, like with the blue coins and the not being able to choose what you want to do in a level as well. Like it really sticks you on a path. Whereas Mario 64 is like, go have fun.
Well, it was pretty much the same with Mario Galaxy. It was more linear in Mario Galaxy.
I agree, but they designed the levels around that linearity a little bit better.
I found Delfino Plaza a great hub.
I like Delfino Plaza as a hub. I like the music there a lot too. The lack of variety in level archetypes
They're
starts
on
to
an
bum me
island.
out. Yeah, it bums
stuck
me
on
out
it.
though by about halfway through that game.
The pure platforming parts of that.
Oh,
game.
those little segments with
Yeah.
the acapella like scatting music. Yes,
Yeah.
those are great. I think was a big inspiration for Mario Galaxy as well too.
I never finished Mario Galaxy. I found it really fun, but
I love that one. I think the sequel's even better too.
I don't like the sequel.
Love that Yoshi.
But-
Give me that Yoshi.
Yeah, but like they pretty much took out the main hub, and it's just like, well, thank you. It's now just pretty much Mario 3 or Super Mario.
Yeah,
World.
I like a hub, and I'm also good with them streamlining it as well. Odyssey doesn't have a hub. I didn't miss it in that one.
Well, sort of. The Odyssey is your hub
No, not really.
because
Not
you
really.
go back there. every
Well, you
time.
go in it, and then you like choose a level. The Mario headship from Galaxy 2, I think, is more of a hub. the Odyssey.
That thing scares me.
I love that.
Well,
thing.
yeah,
Ugh.
it's giant floating head.
Yeah.
Also, who
With
made
engines.
that? Who made that head?
It's very poorly explained in the game, as I recall. They find like a crater and they're like, "Oh, we'll just make this into a ship." And I already have like 50 questions. Like, "Well, we made a ship and it's your head." I'm like, "Well, I got like 50 more questions now." But the game doesn't seem to care, so why should I guess.
Ooh. Opinions are opinions.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I like Sunshine. I thought it.
I think Sunshine's fine. I think it's
It was like the first game with like.
it's like an 8 out of 10 or something. Oh, those cutscenes are horrible.
It's cheesy, but
They're
that's
horrible.
like charming. And
The sound mix on them is so weird too. Like the dialogue is so low on it. It's like, did no one realize that we can barely hear what the characters are saying? Oh no! Oh, Mario should not speak in complete sentences. And if he does, it should be from the cartoon from the early '90s, the Mario World cartoon, where he's like, "Luigi, You gotta calm down, you know. That's my canon Mario voice today.
But what's his name? Like Charles Martinet.
Charles Martinet?
Yeah.
But he's
You
like
go to hell before you die.
No, that's not Martinet.
That is him.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of the actual voice
Super Mario
actor.
Brothers Super Show. Yeah, that's him.
No, the actual voice actor from.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Started
yeah. I'm thinking of the
95 or
wrestler.
96.
What am I
Yeah,
doing?
Lou Albano was the first one.
Yeah.
Who did not know how to act. He was very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Hey, Luigi.
Yeah.
It's of all people you'd pick to voice a
wrestler.
cartoon character.
I know.
Is a wrestler.
Yeah.
Well, that works for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah.
Correct.
Is that
Yeah.
Dave Bautista? Is that...
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
great. He's great.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back to Guardians of the Galaxy from the continuation of that conversation.
Did we talk about that last time?
We talked about how good his coat was. I recall.
You know what? It's a great coat.
Yeah.
I stand by those statements.
Oh, this is gonna be a repeat of last podcast. Anyway, I thought up a question for all of us. Me and Finn briefly talked about this.
Great.
Stories in FPS games.
Okay.
Ooh, so hit and miss.
It's
They're
yeah.
so hit and miss.
Now that's my worst genre in terms of my abilities as a player, so I don't play them very often.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
don't know if I can speak to them. But Half-Life, I think, would be an exception of it working.
Yeah, Half-Life's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
Portal as well is fantastic.
Yes. I love Portal 2 especially for the story. I think that's really well done. Yeah.
This is. I feel I'm sort of biased towards Halo because
I don't know anything about this.
I somewhat grew up with it, and I never got to play it. Like, I went over to my friend's house and played it all the time because I didn't get an Xbox, and Xbox Live was expensive.
Yes.
And it's probably
Never had it, never will.
Yeah.
Well, isn't Nintendo doing like a membership service for?
I
the
think starting next year. Yeah.
online.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't need that.
Yeah.
Why is
You
it
don't
that?
need that.
Why is it that Xbox does it once and everyone's like, we can monetize this now?
Why didn't we do this before?
Yeah. Well, Nintendo's forever a day late and a dollar short with their online stuff.
Speaking of the sad internet problems, net neutrality, I think it's not going to survive in America.
You think like it's going to be like led by someone else? Like net neutrality is going to disappear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
You might be right.
Because they, this guy, like, I forget his name because
Names are tough.
I know his face.
Okay.
And I know that I hate
Yeah,
it.
because you put it on the dartboard at home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why? I understand that companies want to make money, but this is not how you do it.
Yeah.
But also, this brings full power to any company that says, hey, we're going to just make it one thing instead of you having to pay for a bunch of different
Sure.
services.
Yeah.
Because everyone will be like, that's the good thing.
Yeah.
Why? And everyone will be like, there it is. That's
Sure.
the good one.
Yeah.
So, as soon as America's, well, I'm sure that they'll get it shut down within seconds if they find out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but I feel like if it goes through, so much of the public doesn't really understand anything about it. And as soon as it starts happening, they'll be like, wait, this is what it was? No, stop that. Let's go back to how it was.
Well, the problem is, the legislation is, it can never come back.
Whoa.
They cannot.
So they're gonna banish
net neutrality.
net neutrality.
And I feel safe because
We're in Canada.
Well, also, it sort of affects us as well here.
I guess.
Yeah.
Because if
yeah.
America does it, well, they're going to force it on.
Well, it's a globalized world where everything's connected to each other. And effects
but-
from one country bleeding to the other.
Justin Trudeau is a very high supporter of net neutrality in Canada.
Interesting.
So-
I haven't heard him make any statements. I think outside of, maybe I heard him like during the election period.
Yeah.
Be like, oh yeah, sure, I'm into it, whatever.
Well, he's also on the internet a lot as well, and he doesn't want to.
That guy loves going viral. If there's
Yeah.
one thing you can say about him, it's those
If
photos. Loves a good photo op.
Yeah.
Loves a good falling down the stairs opportunity.
Oh, man, he had the worst mustache.
His
in that
party
photo.
trick.
There, if you go back and watch that, it's like you should be taken aback by him falling down the stairs for reasons I still don't entirely understand. But you just see that wimpy little mustache he's got going as well too. It's like, wait, what? I'm not. Oh, now he's down
He
the
looks
stairs.
like diseased Captain Jack Sparrow.
Interesting.
That's mean. Back to FPS shooters.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Stories.
Halo is probably my
Okay, so
favorite.
here's my frame of reference for these.
Okay.
Go.
The
Half-Life.
The
stuff,
segments
Portal.
in Super Mario Odyssey where you're a tank, of course.
Yeah, it's kind of over the shoulder, but yeah. GoldenEye, which might not count because it's a movie. Perfect Dark.
Oh yeah, I hear that's all right.
Oh, I mean, no one's playing it for the story, I'll tell you that. But
Oh, okay.
it was a fun game, certainly. And I don't know, does Fallout 3 in New Vegas count?
Of course, they're
Okay, sure. Then
They
those
have
ones.
they have a native FPS.
I don't think anyone really plays those games for the great shooting or anything
Yeah.
like that.
They
yeah.
just opt into VATS and
Yeah, exactly.
relax
Yeah, I would
some.
love some of these. Thank you. I'm just gonna.
he yanks it out of my hands and it all falls on the floor.
Wouldn't be the first time.
That sounds sad.
lot of Flora candy in this room.
Oh, that hurts.
This thing on? All right. Yeah. What are your guys' views on first-person shooters as a storytelling thing?
Again, like the popular ones, for example, so Call of Duty. At least now, the stories are crap. They're just they're absolutely
okay.
horrible.
Since it's been overshadowed by the whole Battlefront debacle.
Yeah. Wasn't there one about like a border wall or something? People trying to come into the United States. Wasn't that a Call of Duty game? Am I making that up?
It might be thinking of Ghost, where there's like some sort of weird South American coalition that
Oh,
tries
I
to
think that's
invade
what I'm
the
thinking
U.S.
of. Yeah.
And of all the people you choose for the enemy of the United States, South America.
Yeah,
of all things.
that's a weird.
That's a
weird
really
choice.
weird one to go with.
Outside of the box, I guess. But
Yeah.
Their new game, World War II.
That's never been done before.
It genuinely has a system where you
watch people
open
open loot boxes and you get stuff in the game.
yeah.
What?
You just watch people open loot boxes. There's like a social hub
Okay.
where there are like players running around.
So they're trying to advertise, like, look at all the great things you get from loot boxes.
Yes.
Here's a little bit of loot for watching someone else open their present, I guess.
Yep.
That's awful.
Yeah, it's just
What are they
bizarre.
doing? What are they doing?
And they're talking about, everyone's talking about how, Battlefront, like, because it's partially pay to win.
Yeah.
It's like, this one's the worst one, but Call of Duty World War II, I think, is much more scummy in the way that it advertises
Yeah.
loot boxes.
It all sounds gross to me.
Yeah.
It is literally casino for kids.
Yeah. They're trying to make it illegal, I think, in some states because it's a form of gambling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Belgium, Australia.
Oh, really?
Well, Australia likes to ban everything.
Yeah, they're pretty. They have a weird relationship with video games
Britain
in general. There.
And I believe an embassy in Hawaii started talking about this.
Interesting.
It's only illegal in that embassy.
They're notorious gamers in there.
Yeah, of
and they're
course.
furious.
There's been a lot of controversy in the internet realm for a long time. One of them is like the Wall Street is complaining about how video games are like the cheapest form of entertainment.
In what way do they mean cheap? As in
like you can
monetary, like buying them is cheap, or in
buying them
or like
and
a
then,
cheap thrill playing them.
both.
Both. Okay.
So it's like you're just paying this much money for like possibly like over 100 hours of fun.
Bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why everyone's just kind of shaking the gaming community like it's a bookshelf. They're trying to get the top book to fall over.
And maybe there's money in the top shelf.
Yeah. That's where they, the classic where
Like that book from Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past that's on top of the library shelf.
where you have to run into
you have
it.
to run into it.
That's what I'm actually kind of thinking about right now. Let's not go into the Zelda podcast because we talked about that. I don't want to talk about Mario, but
Mario Odyssey?
yeah,
I loved it. I thought it was great.
I briefly played it at a demo downtown. I got a gym bag with a cappy on it. It's
Okay.
it's nice. I
Yeah.
use it for my swimming stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm getting used out of it.
Okay, good. So that's your Mario Odyssey experience.
Well,
It's
I also-
a gym bag featuring a character?
Well, I also got to play it, and the controls they're very good.
They are good. But tell me more about this gym bag. Is this
I
a
have
lot
it
of space
here.
in there? Oh.
I have it here. I keep my.
What a
I don't
twist.
know why I don't know why I brought my swimming
Ladies and
stuff in.
gentlemen, a surprise fourth member of the
And I was-
podcast. Oh, cool.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
classy.
This is great content for a podcast.
No,
yeah.
it's a great bag, everyone. Trust me. It's really nice.
Yeah, it was like a promotional event. It was fun. It's nice.
Cool.
And apparently, like, I could have won a Nintendo Switch if I entered, but I didn't.
If you had stolen the Nintendo Switch they had there?
It was, of course.
Uh-huh.
I'm kind of half and half on getting a Nintendo Switch because I feel.
I mean, there's lots of things you can do. You know?
Yeah.
Those systems, they're around forever. You know? If you get, you get. You don't, you don't.
Yeah.
Did you know they closed Miiverse?
I did.
Rest in peace.
I don't think I entirely knew what it was when it closed. Because I never had a Wii U, which I think was the...
You have a 3DS though.
I have a 3DS, so periodically someone would visit my 3DS,
Street
I
Pass,
think. Yeah. Is that still around? Can people still...
I don't
Street
know.
Pass? I don't know how it works.
But they closed that down, and I got really sad because there are a lot of games where Street Pass is, or not Street Pass, Miiverse is like some. Oh.
See?
There
like
we go.
I said, a lot of food on this floor.
There is a.
There's an entire mandarin orange in my eye line right now. In fact,
Where? Oh,
there used
there
to be
it is.
two. There used to be two. Someone took a mandarin orange from the floor earlier today, it looks like.
Interesting.
What's wrong with your class?
Yeah, they like oranges.
English 10 or 11 or something.
Probably English 10, knowing those guys. They're a real floor orange kind of class, if you know what I mean.
Let's just hope none of your students.
Was that offensive? Okay.
I sure hope.
What did he call us? What did he call us?
I'm
You're
sure
gonna be
hoping.
really passive aggressive on Friday.
This is not coming out tomorrow. And also, Phineas's birthday is tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
happy birthday.
Thank you.
15, 16? 16, right?
Yeah, 16.
That's exciting. What can you do at age 16? What's new?
Uh,
Let's not talk about that. If you get arrested, though, it's still juvie, right?
I think so.
That's
yeah.
good news.
It's 18. is when
Yeah, all right.
when you can legally.
I can get a driver's license, for example.
Yes, yes. Are you intending to do that?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Even though it'll be obscenely dangerous with me on the road.
Nice.
How do you feel about driving, Max? Is that something you're looking forward to?
By the time I get a driver's license, they're gonna self-driving cars.
When do you see yourself getting a driver's license?
Never.
Okay.
It's gonna be like SpongeBob.
You should get one. They're great. They're great. Even just to like show people, like check it out.
Yeah.
I technically pass as a driver.
You can be
Bragging
like,
rights.
my picture's so bad, and then people are like, mine's so bad. And you all have a good laugh about it, and
You laugh at their picture more than they than you're supposed to, and they get really sad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wear like a funny T-shirt when they take the photo, and then you can be like, "Ha, you know it's just out of frame in this photo." Blah 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 blah. And they're like, "Wow, you're the most interesting person I've ever met." So,
Do you know this from experience?
yeah, man.
That was really specific.
I
Yeah.
should have just left it at silence.
And that's the end of the episode right there.
Yes. Oh boy, I'm kind of happy for Vinny.
Now, if you guys get your driver's license, I know it's not a thing anyone does anymore, but you got to make the mix CD for the car, and you got to have
yeah.
that CD be the only CD in your car.
Oh, yeah.
So then when people ride in it, they're like, "Oh, so this is some music," and they put it on, and you're like, "Ah, sorry, it's all I got." It's a fun social experiment to see how different people react to the same set of songs again and again.
See, okay, since you've given us CDs before, I wouldn't say given.
I have, yes.
We have a.
Which ones do you have?
We have. I think we have the Beatles.
Okay? So these
Wait,
were.
did we take the Beatles one? Or we have Pink Floyd.
We have Pink Floyd for sure.
We got the.
Wish You Were Here, probably. I think Ethan took Dark Side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we also have the Rick Astley CD.
Yeah.
Oh, so it was Rick Astley.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so for listeners of the podcast, a little bit of context. Context number 1. I bribe students with prizes, and those prizes come from me cleaning out my apartment and getting rid of things I don't want anymore, such as CDs. One of those CDs was a Christmas gift for another teacher I used to work with. It was wrapped in like really thick kind of cardstock paper.
Yeah.
And I think it just said Merry Christmas on it or something, or Happy Birthday. I don't know.
It said Merry Christmas.
Okay, so it was a Christmas thing. These particular students who gave it to this teacher were constantly trying to rickroll him in various contexts. And this was like attempt number 7 or something. So they handed him the CD. He's like, I know exactly what this is. I am not opening this. And later on when he changed schools, he was like, hey, would you like this CD? I'm 99% sure it's Rick Astley. Never Gonna Give You Up. I'm like, I absolutely want that. But then I was in a position where I couldn't open it because then I'm getting rickrolled. So I had to pass the buck forward.
I was the Rickrollee.
That's right. And how did it feel to be rickrolled? A rickroll that was planted 3 years ago, I want to say, and paid off finally much later. Those students have since graduated. They no longer.
That is hilarious.
They no longer attend high
I need
school.
to track them down and send it to them.
Yeah. If I run into them, I will let them know.
That your Rickroll made it.
Yeah, your
Made it to someone
rickroll
far.
hit some younger students 3 years after you planned, but it's like planting a bomb that that accidentally hits some children. Like, ooh, whoops.
The context of that metaphor is a mystery.
And that's where I just start the episode.
And we're back. Mr.Mac was just on a story about blowing up children.
Yeah.
Moving on.
It was an actual story.
All right, how are we doing on time? I can probably only do like 15 minutes more or so.
Okay.
And then I
Okay.
gotta get rolling. So, other topics that you guys would like to cover? Anything else?
Okay. Star Wars: The Last Jedi is coming
sure.
out.
Yes.
It is, and I can't believe, like, if 9-year-old me were here, he would be so disappointed how not excited I am for it. I'm not like dreading it. I'm not like, oh, Star Wars, I'm not gonna see this. But I'm like, I'll see it, and I'll probably have a good time. But I'm not stoked on it.
Yeah, I'm the exact same because I slowly noticed over time that The Force Awakens is pretty much exactly the same as A New Hope.
Yeah, it's structured almost
Whoa.
identically.
Whoa.
I think it's a good movie, and
Yeah.
and even at this point,
Hold on a second.
it might be a little underrated in the sense that a lot of people have been dumping on it. But yeah, it's when I was watching it in theaters, I'm like, oh, this is good, but I mean, beat for beat, I know what's gonna happen here. Yeah, like right down to the desert planet at the beginning.
Yeah.
I couldn't have picked like Cotton Candy Planet or something. I don't know.
Hold on a second.
Okay, yeah, rebuttal. Go for it.
They've done that. Like they did that in 1999 anyway with The Phantom Menace.
Yeah, that movie sucked.
Oh, yeah.
It's like poetry, it rhymes. That's that George Lucas quote where he's talking about why he's ripping himself off constantly.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
poetry, it rhymes. Like, not all poetry rhymes, George.
Yeah.
Georgie.
You don't need to make it rhyme.
I like The Force Awakens, but I did feel it was mostly fan service.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Which was maybe the smart play to do, too, because
It's
there's a lot of people that were just kind of over Star Wars, and then if you structure the movie to be like, this is what you love about Star Wars, here it is. I mean, isn't it the highest grossing movie of all time?
the crowd that I was with was really into it. They were really into all the fan servicey bits.
Yeah.
And were like, I'm pretty sure someone actually yelled no when Han Solo was stabbed.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like it for... I think how well it establishes 4 new characters. I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
they're all like good performances. They're fun characters to watch.
Okay.
So my hope for this new one is like take those characters into more interesting, newer, bolder, darker, whatever fun word you want to attach to that places, and then I'm on board.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so they've laid a nice groundwork.
How much do you want to bet that?
I like that very gentle slap you down on the table, like, oh, this is gonna hurt the audio quality if I.
Well, this is
It's
mainly
very
for
thoughtful.
effect for you guys. But how much do you want to bet the next Star Wars movie after Last Jedi is gonna kill Luke Skywalker?
Oh.
I think that's a pretty safe bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it looks like they're slowly killing off the original cast.
Oh yeah.
First with Harrison Ford. Well, not
Do you think they killed Carrie Fisher?
No.
Guys, the cameras weren't even on.
Oh.
Too dark. Too dark.
Ooh, that bit too soon.
R.I.P.
You
R.I.P.
did it wrong, guys.
Cut.
I was really sad by that.
Yeah. No, she was great. I think her non-Star Wars work is kind of fascinating too.
Yeah.
Just the
Yeah.
other. She's a very good writer. Her memoir and her essay collections are like very sharp and very funny. I think she did like Punch Up on Kung Fu Panda or something
That's
too.
funny.
I don't know. She's done a lot of script doctoring though.
Yeah.
So Leia's definitely dying.
Oh yeah. That's evident
Because-
in the trailer.
Because there is
Well, they want us to think that.
how are they gonna keep her around? Because
I don't think they'll recast or do a CGI or anything
How did they
like
keep
that.
Grand Moff Tarkin around?
Oh, the worst part of that movie, which I otherwise think is pretty good.
The thing is, if you didn't know he was dead and you watched that, you'd be like, okay, that's pretty convincing. But if you know that he's dead, it's just off.
It's a little bit off. It's a
Yeah.
little bit off. And did we talk about this last time? Or maybe in the last episode? But they were just a little too bold about like, look at us. We can make CGI humans that look very close, but not so close that you're comfortable looking at it. So
Yeah.
instead, it's just you feel a cold tingle down your spine the
it's
entire
like that
time.
uncanny valley.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
if they had just, do the CGI Tarkin, whatever, but have him only in the shadows, or they have like hologram technology in the Star Wars universe. Have him as a blurry hologram that sort of
But he
zaps
was on the
in and
Death Star
out.
the whole time.
Yeah, but maybe he's on another wing of the Death Star, and they need to.
Yeah. Yes.
It's a
walk
big
across-
place.
Yeah.
It's a big place.
I imagine
If
they
had
have
just-
those Willy Wonka.
Or just keep them on a
moving.
screen that's a little
Yeah.
bit blurry or something like that. It would have looked totally fine. But the very first scene, it's like, no, here he is, bright lights on him. It's like, check it out. Notice anything weird? I'm like, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It's
Yeah.
convincing, but not quite.
It's not quite
convincing
there.
enough.
It's not
Yeah.
quite there. Yeah, it's definitely the best CGI human I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, by
But
far.
but it's not all the way there. Compare it to like Andy from Toy Story 1 or something. That's like,
Oh. Every human in Toy Story 1 is horrifying.
I think that's why they chose Toy Story as like their first movie, because it's like,
Yeah.
technology's not there, so if everyone looks a little plasticky, they're toys. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh, I think it's in Toy Story 2 that it's like Andy's birth. No, it's Toy Story 1.
Toy Story 1.
Yeah.
Toy Story 2, my main memory is some of the best rendered Cheeto dust on fingers I've ever
yeah.
seen in a movie.
By far.
Yeah.
They're since it's like Andy's birthday or whatever,
Yeah.
where he gets like Buzz Lightyear.
Yep. His 7th birthday. Have some respect.
It's actually
don't
funny
know if that's
because
true.
like on the if there's like a stair view or something, like you can zoom into like the stairs or whatever, and they did not model Andy's friends, so there are just
interesting.
like 5 Andy models.
Oh, really? Oh, that's so interesting.
That's canon.
Andy only hangs out with his clones. The clones are turning evil. That's why he had to move.
That's why I had to go to college.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so back to the Star Wars thing. I wanted to mention
yes.
something, which is about the whole fan service bit, right? I think that's the reason that we've never seen a single story from the Imperial perspective. Is the fact that
Too fan servicey to do that?
yeah, because if you do that, it would be all like, oh, these aren't the good guys.
Yeah, it's never even occurred to me that that's a possibility, but...
The Star Wars game was marketed as it's only the Empire, but boy.
Yeah, Battlefront 2, all the trailers, you see like your character pointing her gun at Luke Skywalker and chasing the Millennium Falcon or TIE Fighter.
Yeah.
And then literally, I think it's 4th mission,
Yeah.
you defect to the Rebellion.
Oh, okay. All right. So
It's so
that's a little slimy for them to do that.
Yeah, because I was so excited to see,
They pulled a Metal Gear Solid 2 on us.
A little bit.
I was so excited to finally see the other perspective of the whole Galactic Civil War and all that.
Yes.
In between.
So the closest equivalent I had when I was growing up was TIE Fighter for like DOS. This old. Flight simulator basically, and it was really cool. To like gradually get all the Imperial ships, and you start off as just this random pilot, and then gradually Darth Vader and the Emperor start taking an interest in you. Grand Admiral Thrawn, who was like
the Legends character.
Yes.
Who's recently
who was canon for a couple of years there in the 90s, and now is sort of fallen away.
No, he's actually in.
Did they put him
He's
in
in
something
Rebels.
else?
Yeah, the Rebels cartoon.
Right, yeah.
And they did him pretty well, actually.
Cool,
I like
cool.
it.
Yeah, he showed up in those, I think, Timothy Zahn books early on. Yeah, which used to be sort of Star Wars 8 or 7, 8, and 9. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah. But I think the most disappointing part about the entire campaign is at one point one of the characters, Del, who's like the team sniper, right?
Okay.
He's on a planet and he's looking for one of the Emperor's observatories where he keeps a bunch of old Jedi and Sith artifacts.
Yeah.
And he meets Luke Skywalker there, and Luke Skywalker and him help each other to get to this place. And at the end of the mission, Luke looks at him and he goes, you don't have to fight for the Empire. There's always a choice. And he goes, what, the Rebellion? And he goes, no, just the right choice. And I was expecting it to go a route where like your squadron go and they decide to not be the kind of 30s twiddly mustache villain empire, and more like the idealistic empire of like order throughout the galaxy.
Yeah. That's an interesting idea. Yeah.
I was completely expecting that, but then they just defect to the Rebellion.
No, Rebellion's fine.
The weird thing is you never see an Imperial character who has morals who does not defect, which is a bit weird.
Yeah, I think one of the weaknesses of the original Star Wars trilogy is you don't really get a sense of what the Empire is actually doing on like a galaxy level, like
standing for it.
Yeah. Like, have they actually brought some peace in some places, or are they being like totally brutal to all of these different planets and stuff? It never really makes it clear. Kind of a missed opportunity.
Yeah, like in the Battlefront 2 game, it follows the events after the Battle of Endor, so it's after the actual, the proper third movie.
Literally second mission, you see the second Death Star.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And the funniest part, there was a pure curb your enthusiasm moment. One of your friend characters, like Agent Hask or whatever, he says, "We're gonna make these rebels pay." Literally seconds later, Death Star explodes, and I can just hear
Bum, 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 da-da. Yeah. And he's like patting his pocket. He's like, my keys were on there.
Dang.
Yeah. I think the weirdest part about though is like your character sees the Death Star blow up, right? Or the character in the canon now, this character sees both Death Stars get destroyed.
Iden Versio?
Iden Versio. She sees both the Death Stars get destroyed, and since she had a lot of friends on the Death Star, she hates Princess Leia for this.
Yeah.
And then they're just tight
when
buddies.
when they meet up, they're perfect friends, and it's like this ruins the entire
that's poor storytelling.
Yeah, they made the book about the whole squadron before that, and the game completely weakens the entire book.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey Leia, the person who killed all my friends.
That's right. Yeah.
How you doing?
Hey, and then Leia's like, oh, hey, person who...
I killed all your friends.
Yeah, who blew up my planet. Like, oh, touche.
One of the weirdest... weirdest point in that game is the mission where you play as Lando. And
Lando's back.
The mission serves literally no purpose.
Is it Billy D doing his voice?
No. The amazing part about Battlefront 2 that I really liked is they got a lot of familiar voice actors from, like, I guess Star Wars, like Star Wars Clone Wars, and
Okay.
Oh yeah.
they got the
John DiMaggio.
they got the guy who
That's the only one I could name.
they got isn't that Bender from Futurama?
Yeah.
Who did
What
you
he
think
was? Maybe I'm talking about a different series. The non CGI Clone Wars, wasn't he General?
the,
wasn't he Grievous?
2001, yeah.
In that, yeah.
Yeah, that one was
What?
That one was great, but it's not canon anymore.
DiMaggio.
Oh, like the 2000. Great
The
for a podcast
2001.
again.
Yeah. Hey, you edit these things.
Was he?
Right?
Was he really in the?
Wikipedia's no good.
Wait, he was in Madagascar.
This guy's
I-
everywhere.
I have
Probably
s-
on his IMDb.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Let's hope.
One job of IMDb.
Lego Star Wars.
Bash and Zuckuss. I recall Zuckuss being one of the bounty hunters in Empire Strikes Back. Maybe the bug-looking one.
That might be it.
Yeah!
Still got it.
Oh god, there's Dengar. Oh god.
Dengar's the worst.
He's
name.
the guy with the towel around his.
Yes.
Yeah, whose
he's
whose
got a
name's a
big
bad
toothache or
anagram of
something.
danger.
Oh, is that what they were going for?
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
guessing because
And
it's
probably-
literally two
probably.
letters switched.
I mean, yeah, this is the same universe that gave us Mon Calamari as a species, which
And
is
they're not even
pretty
the,
terrible.
Dude, they're not even the squid ones,
I know,
which annoys
I know.
me.
Yeah, oh, bounty hunters are fun.
Oh yeah. Speaking about Star Wars, Boba Fett first appearance, Star Wars Christmas special. I
That's
think it
right.
was.
The
Yeah.
the best part of that special. People will try and say that it's a good part of the special. It's not, but it is the best part.
Yeah, the bar was set pretty low.
Yes, yes.
You'll
The
need
best
to-
part, for the record, is B. Arthur singing about last call at the bar she runs. Hands down.
Of course.
And also, let me say, Luke.
I was
from-
so disappointed when she died. There was not a single eulogy written about her that quoted her song. Would have
Oh.
been perfect.
There was.
Okay, sorry, go ahead. Had to get that B. Arthur thing in there.
There is. You know how in the Christmas special, Luke is just
Have
kind
you
of.
guys really watched the Christmas special?
I watched the JonTron of it.
Oh, so it's just like a review where he showed clips? And
Yeah. Yeah,
that's
clips.
probably the better way to experience it.
Yeah,
You-
because if you actually
it's
watch
2
it-
hours.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's 2 hours, and it's just boring. I've heard.
It's just boring.
It's just the Wookiee
No,
fan.
literally the commercials are the most entertaining part, and I don't mean that in like can you believe the commercials are better? Like the commercials are genuinely interesting if you find 1978 culture interesting,
Yeah.
which I do. Yeah, and it's kind of fun to watch.
It actually that Christmas special employs possibly the meanest stormtrooper in the entire series. He walks into the Wookiee child's bedroom and he's making like this computer thing, and he just picks it up and throws it on the ground for no reason.
That's right.
Oh,
And it's like, okay, this man volunteered and he just does this.
Yes, another one gets pushed out of the treehouse, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Sad.
so clear he falls like 2 feet to the
Yeah.
ground, and they're like, "Wow, he's really falling down there."
That one part where the Wookiee child looks like he's about to kill himself. He's like on the ledge and he's like,
I know, the most relatable character in the special. Like, oh, you too? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm feeling that with this too.
it feels like they took the strange acting from the Luke in the Star Wars special and put him into Battlefront 2.
oh yeah, because Luke he does seem off, doesn't he?
He's just like, because like he has like some of those like stupid remarks like, why should I help you? And it's just like, because I asked you nicely.
Oh boy, that is like up there with. But I was going to Toshi Station to pick up some power converters. You know.
That sounds like sitcom girl.
Yeah. Although that mission in the game is the worst mission because it's just you're playing as Luke Skywalker.
The mission where you
and
pick
you're-
up power converters at Toshi Station.
I wish I played that.
No, but you find down
browse
this
through
thing,
the
right? And then
aisles.
the entire mission is just killing bugs that
Which-
do no damage.
which
he's
he-
just spamming the force ability essentially until you.
He literally has a line where it's like, wow, nature really hates this. Swings like genocides like a bunch of bugs.
Oh yeah, he's just all like, "Oh, your observatory's disturbing the wildlife," and continues to kill colonies of insects for no reason.
Just because they're annoying.
Awful, awful, awful.
Oh, it was Beautiful.
Well, so the weirdest part is the Imperial character, right, gets to the observatory, right, and he's there to destroy the thing.
Yeah.
And Luke just picks up the thing. He's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, can I take this?" And he's like, "I don't see why not. You're ordered to destroy this. Why are you just letting him take what's in there?"
They'll
And then-
never know.
And then Luke says, "You've already disturbed the wildlife enough," and he's like, "Okay," and then just doesn't destroy it.
Guys, it's all going to be explained in episode 8. Don't worry.
No.
It's all.
You know what-
They
you
have
know-
a plan. Okay.
I have a plan.
They have
You
a
know what
plan.
would really suck? If it turned out that Del and Iden Versio are the parents of
Oh yeah, that was a
Rey.
theory. That was a theory, but it falls flat.
Okay.
That
okay.
those two characters
I
are the parents.
I supremely support the theory of Rey is Obi-Wan Kenobi's granddaughter
Interesting.
Oh yeah, that makes
Interesting.
sense.
because I feel like it's just right because she's got like the weird British.
Sure. And
She
as
looks
far
like
as the
Ewan
Star Wars
McGregor.
universe is concerned, there are about 6 important people in the entire universe.
Yeah.
And we only follow that dynasty.
Because I like
And one of them is a robot who will not die.
Oh yeah.
2 of them, in fact.
There's actually a theory that C-3PO in the entire thing is actually a spy for Darth Vader.
Oh, I might have read that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't.
It kind of makes sense if you look into it.
Well, that
It
doesn't.
would be fun. It would be fun, but I don't think they would do that.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think it works.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like the Jar Jar as a Sith Lord, which is
And also,
awesome.
I love
Such
how-
a fun idea.
I love how
but-
the actual canon explains that it's literally the opposite. He's actually a clown.
yeah, I think I mentioned
that's
this last
it.
podcast.
Yeah, it's a depressing ending, and
He becomes an ambassador and then immediately becomes a clown afterwards.
My papa is a clown.
I think on that note, we should wrap it up with my papa as a clown. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
If my dad hears this podcast, he's gonna be like, "What?"
good talk. Anything to plug, guys? Anything to plug?
Come join us next time if we ever do another
Mm-hmm,
podcast. I want to try before you go to Japan because I want to do something, do a special surprise.
Okay. Yeah, I will
Live
have
in
some time.
fear for this next podcast.
You know I always do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that really hones in on why it took almost a week to respond to my email.
Yeah. I was here until 8 o'clock last night, getting my next day's stuff planned in order to make this happen. So yes, it was. Yes. Well, it's a pleasure. It's always fun to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I would like to plug a much better Star Wars game called Yoda Stories.
Oh,
If you want the true Star Wars experience.
not even like.
Excuse me, the Leapfrog Clone Wars game.
Yeah, I believe that leads directly into Yoda Stories, so play those
Yeah.
back to back.
I
Yes.
believe the Clone Wars DS game is probably the best of all of them.
I don't know anything about that one.
Oh god, it's so bad.
I think I may have played
Okay.
that. Oh, I did play it so bad. It's just QuickTime events.
Ooh.
It is just quick time events. The game.
Yoda Stories is basically a streaming QuickTime video, so it's about the same.
You go into like a cantina or whatever, and
Yeah.
I remember it only plays like 5 seconds of music. It's just like da 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 da.
We couldn't get the
Couldn't even
full
finish
rights
that bar.
to this.
Couldn't even finish the bar.
Great. Okay, we will discuss those games next time.
Yes.
Yes, a
Yeah.
full review. No, I don't want to. I'll play Yoda anecdotes. That's a much better game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
a
will
little
play-
easier.
I will
It's
play.
nice and short.
I will play Star Wars
kinda
Touch
funny.
Type.
All right, go play
Yeah.
some Star Wars games, people.
Oh yeah.
All right, be good to your parents. Bye.
Yeah. See you next time.
La-di-da-di, we love to party.